Yeah. What's going down, y'all? It's your boy YoungC.a.u.s.e. The man that they let it hate, but they shake his hand anyway. It's crazy today. Cocktails and Intellect podcast is in the motherfucking building right now. We got DJ Junebug's album release party, Aida. You already know what time it is, man. I'm sitting down with a special guest right now. And I'm just gonna vibe for you. Let's vibe.
I'm smooth with it. Throw a band, act a fool with it. Pull up in the club, it's something new with it. My whole crew with it. Initials on the hat. Cruising through the town with the 9 on my lap. I'm in this bitch popping off and the rooftop is off. I'm dripping sauce. Holy water on the neck. Surround the cross.
Oh, okay. Hold on. You about to get on stage in a minute and perform, ain't it? All right, that's what it is, man. Yo, so listen, special guest in the building, PT.1.
Pleasure.
I mean, you are one of the artists on the album release for Aida.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Welcome to Cocktails and Intellect podcast,
I'm
my brother.
to be here. Thank you for having me.
Word, my brother.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. And ladies and gentlemen, I got my brother with me. You know what I'm saying? He's my co-host today. He's my wingman today. You know what I'm saying? He might not be saying too much, but he here in the building. You know what I'm saying? He's got history with Junebug too. So, you know, I thought it was fitting, if you would. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was fitting to have him here with me. You know what I'm saying? Now, before we get started and start talking about whatever, let me put these off the table. I need a drink. Oh, where my drink at? My drink right there. You drinking something?
Yeah, I'm drinking something, man. I'm trying to stay away from that brown right now.
Okay.
You know that brown come later. Yeah. We pre-gaming right now. So
Rich,
we
you good?
Pre-game light.
Yeah.
All right, bet. That's what it is. All right, man. All right, so talk to me, man. Like, first and foremost, how'd you even meet June? But like, where did that come from? Because I've known June for a minute. Like, how'd you meet him?
Well, obviously, I'm from the Bronx.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I reign elite Kingsbridge. You know what I mean? Kingsbridge where the Kings live. Fordham Road area, Concourse, you name it. Junebug found my music, hollered at me, asked me if I wanted to get on something. I felt like it made sense because I'm all about what's making sense and what don't make sense. You know what I mean? So I went with the flow. I did my thing. He liked it. I picked a joint called Cakey. Went lamb on that shit. And history in the making, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been together ever since.
So you was in the Bronx when he had hollered at you?
I'm in the Bronx, you know what I mean? Independent artist with my own label, Marshall Wall. You know what I mean? June got the SDMG. And he asked me, what's up with you? What you doing? I told him I'm independent. I'm running my own situation, getting my own paper under the table, doing what I do. And he was like, yo, you know what? Why don't we collab? I said, yo, sounds perfect, man.
So, all right, did you move out here to Florida?
Nah,
or you
man.
still up top?
Florida, my second home. I confuse a lot of people because I'm out here on the regular.
Oh, yeah, for real, you are.
Like, I be out here, bro. Like, niggas he see me, B. You know what I'm saying? I get the, yo, you Terror Squad. I be like, nah, those are my people. You know
Right.
You know, I'm a different type of breed. You know, niggas can smell me. You know, smell us when we walk in the New York niggas. Just like we would smell, you know what I mean, the Floridian niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
My South niggas, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Zoes and all that, you know what I mean? And any niggas that fuck with me in Florida, because when I say it's a second home, I really appreciate the genuine love out here.
That's what it is.
New York and Florida's connected now, though.
Yeah,
yeah, it definitely
I come out here, I be bugging. Niggas be like, yo, I live out here. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's weird.
So how long you been spitting these bars for, man?
I've been spitting for a minute, man. I would say taking it serious already, real serious for like 9 years going on 10. So I'm gonna have a decade in a good documentary situation, you know what I mean, when my time comes. Cause I got too much to say. I was doing it for fun before it was a hobby, you know? And then son just told me, it dawned on me. I'm like, yo, you nigga, you nice, nigga. What the fuck is you doing? I looked in the mirror, I was like, it's been a rap since, you know what I mean?
Now, I seen him a minute ago. Y'all was either shooting a video or something. I think it was like right before the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
You had came out here, and I was like, who is PT.1? Like, what the fuck? Like, where'd you come from? Like, now, the reason why I mention that is because I'm an old school hip-hop head, you know what I mean? And, of course, I live in the South, so we see what's happened with the music.
Yeah, facts.
How do you feel about what's happened to the music, and how do you figure a way to stay relevant with what's going on? Because not a lot of these young heads are listening to us out here.
No, I feel
is
you.
it the same up north with the young heads? Are they listening to our type of music still?
I got my respect, you know what I'm saying? You know, where I'm from and all that in my era. And especially, you know, whoever the Cadians, you know what I'm saying? That, you know what I mean? And the fans I'm looking for. And I go outside the box a lot. So it's not just the boom bap and the extra hardcore shit for me. But I don't do the drill because I ain't got time to jump around. No disrespect to the drillers. And hopefully everything work out with them. But, you know, to me, there's just certain type of music that'll set you up. A certain type of music that won't, you know what I mean? So like I said, all power to the young boys, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas get it together, y'all do some dope music, but you know what I mean? At the end of the day, why do music to not go far? do music to be a legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Don't last.
Feed your
Don't
family,
last.
fam. You know I'm gonna tell you something. That statistics in the game. You know what I'm saying? That's not be funny, but the people that control the game are not us. You know what I'm saying? They're not the minorities. So at the end of the day, you know, let's you gotta remember, like let's they want the buffoonery shit. They want the crazy shit from us. We set ourselves up for the roadkill. You know what I mean? A lot of brothers they only get 2 years, if lucky. You know what I'm saying? I only want a 3-year situation. I want to come in, get my shit on, double dutch real quick, jump out, and throw my money into somebody else that I've been training. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, this is what I'm talking about. You just mentioned that some niggas come out 1 or 2 years, and you don't, where they at,
Yo,
right?
bro, that's why you gotta respect certain situations, certain stories that you hear about artists, especially people like Drake and Ludacris and all these people. And then, you know, we're not just looking at the stats that tell you everything, because numbers don't lie. But what I do respect about these entrepreneurs and these people that are putting their shit together is they giving jobs to their friends, bro. You know what I mean? I got my brother in front of me watching the situation right now with us. He gonna live if I'm living. You know what I'm saying? Why not, you know, be a silent partner in something with somebody that really is by your side, knowing what they want to do. You can't be a knucklehead and grab the niggas from the hood. Everybody can't come, bro.
Right.
And you know who to pull in and who not, because there's a lot of motherfuckers that believe in us, but are really here to sabotage our shit because they can't get it through their head and say, yo, let him shine, bro. He deserved that. He need that. You know what I'm saying? That's what the support is about. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, you know, I don't know, man. I'm just here, like I said, I'm here. If a friend of mine is a good cook, I want him to be my chef. If I got 2 brothers with no felonies, I want them to hold the ratchet for me. We already holding each other down. We risking our life out here, you know what I mean? So, you know, my shit is all authentic, 100% real, you know what I'm saying? I don't make up no gimmicks. I ain't got no Toto cards in my hood. There's not a pussy car on me, dog. You know what I mean? Niggas couldn't pull up a background check on me, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. I appreciate that from God. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here. I'm here to stay humble. Do what I do. I had my extra while out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody had that.
We don't
Come
need
on,
that.
now.
I want to make my fucking money.
Everybody had that.
But, you know, in case of situation and the smoke get clear, you know what I'm saying, I'm definitely 10 toes down all day. You know what I'm saying?
All right, now, see, I got to ask my mans real quick. Rich, you know what we grew up on. You know what I mean?
For sure.
The hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Real
based off of the
90s,
little,
80s hip-hop.
mind you, this is one song and a little clip that we played. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm more susceptible to listen to Pete Power shit than throw on Kodak Black shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because Kodak Black is popping right now. How do you feel it with the state of hip hop? Hearing that type of music that we just listened to and sampled for a quick second for Pete Powers. Like, what do you feel about the hip hop and how it's going? Like, I mean,
you know how it is, man. There's so much music out there, so it depends on the mood for sure. You know what I'm saying? But coming from where we come from, you know, you always put on some classic shit. You're gonna be riding to that shit. You feel me? Like, it's always gonna be the first pick. Always.
It's wild how hip hop, she done got, I could curse, right?
yeah, for sure.
Right, so, you know what I'm saying? I be in so much shit. They be like, yo.
Right, nah, you good.
Well, anyway, you know what I'm saying? Shorty been fucked so many times, my nigga, and ran through that. You know what I mean? You know, she hip hop obviously is a female because she can't get it together. You know
I used to love her.
Yeah, exactly. Common. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I talk about the struggles. You know what I'm saying? The darkest days into a brighter future. You know what I mean? That's more on my catalog. Do I make some music? Popping bottles and bugging out and having some fucking fun, why not? But the real me is about, you know what I'm saying, what's going on and what's been on my plate or what I see around me.
Right.
As far as them dudes with a different style, because, you know, hip-hop changes every couple years, like, and then, you know, I went to the mumble, and I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
But this is what I'm talking about.
I couldn't fuck with it.
Look what he just said. It changes every couple years. When we were growing up,
It didn't change at all.
like that, right? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, things that don't change to me, things that don't change die. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the change. But you know what I also appreciate? Music like yours, music like Griselda. Shout out to Griselda Camp.
Yeah,
You
shout
know what I
out
mean?
to
They
them.
bringing that shit back. You know what I mean?
They woke up a lot of New York motherfuckers right now. And,
Just East Coast in general.
And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I salute them for being them and not switching up at all.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Conway's situation,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got hit up and still did his thing. They even had to slow down the beats a little bit just so homie could just get it in crazy.
Yeah.
And it just worked out perfect for all of them.
Yeah.
Because the slower the beat sometimes, you know what I mean? Even a beat with no drum line.
Right.
You just get your point across. You know what
Right.
I mean? That's what we want, right? That's what we want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Factuals. Yeah, man. All right, word. That's what it is, man. So, listen, before we get you, because I know you got to get yourself ready, prepared to get on stage and everything like that, please tell the people, first and foremost, where they can find you at. Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, SoundCloud, all of that shit. What's your next single? If you got an album about to come out, other than you being on this Aida project, you know what I'm saying?
It's a
Talk to us.
pleasure to be on the Aida project, by the way, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I mean? God bless to the woman up there
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
down and
God rest
protecting
her soul.
everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's doing an event with her, 'cause I feel her in the building, I know they do. I got 2 albums out right now. One is called On Borrowed Time, and the other one is On Borrowed Time, the Deluxe. you know, I kind of got railroaded in the whole fucking pandemic situation because shit, you know, got a little slow. But I did my numbers. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? You can find my, you know, I'm easy to find. PETE.1. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got a beat? PETE.1 730 @gmail.com. I'm from the Bronx, obviously. I know that. I rep the New York and I rep the South too, and I rep the West. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing shy about me, bro. I'm here, man. Feel free to talk to me, bro. I might seem like I'm real serious, man, but we could talk, man.
Nah,
you know
humble
what I mean?
dude, real talk.
You know
Humble dude for sure, man. So, yo, yeah, man, I appreciate you sliding on. We gonna exit out like this, man. We got to.
Brick lane, nickname, thick chain, cocaine froze. Whole gang, we bang, need apply force. Bitches on my tip, yeah, they top me off. With 2 chips in the whip, boxing off. After I nut, then I drop them off.
In this bitch like, ayy, duffel bag full of money. And we don't plan to leave with any of it. Ain't no.
P-Power said he got a shout out. Who talk about?
Yo, shout outs to, first of all, shout outs to Classic for giving me this classic. You hear him on the hook right there.
Classic, where he
You know
from?
what I mean? Classic is from Florida. You know what
Classic
I'm
the
saying?
producer?
Yes.
You not talking about my nigga Classic Nails, Classic.
Classic did that. Classic did that with me.
Nah, bro.
That ass, bro.
Nah. Classic the producer, short black Trinidadian Classic.
Classic that do the stop playing. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa,
Classic dope.
Brother,
Small world.
Brother, small world. Yo, Classic produced this?
Classic
Let's go,
producer.
let's go.
Money, nigga, I could pull your plug. I could pimp your ride.
Let's go.
Slide.
Shout out to my nigga Classic, man. You already know what time it is, man. Holla at my man Classic, the producer for beats, man. That's real talk, man. But yo, Pete Powers, yo, love you to death, bro. You already know what time it is, man. Pleasure meeting you. Hey, we'll be right back, man. We gonna catch another artist in a second. Holla. Yo, what it is, man? We back, man. Your boy YoungC.a.u.s.e. got my man Rich over here, and we got
What up,
another
what up?
dope artist on the show celebrating the album release party of Aida, DJ Junebug. You know what I mean? So before we get started or whatever, just real quick, tell the people who you are and if you got an Instagram or Facebook or whatever, man.
All right, boom, 10 on 10. My name is Wahid. I'm an MC based out of Orlando, Florida. And my IG, Twitter is Wahid93God, Wahid93 GAWD.
Word. That's what it is, man. That's what it is.
So
Listen.
you born and raised in Orlando?
Nah, I was born in the Bronx. I was raised out here, though.
No type of thing. Look at me. Shoot.
This your joint?
Yeah, it's my record. Yeah.
We'll vibe off of this real quick, man. Get yourself a drink, man. Crack that open. It's all you the first one to crack it open, man. Do what you gotta do. We'll vibe to this.
I turn into something. I put the players on the loose leaf every night with the knees raised in the rug. Meanwhile, I was on creep with the guys. We tucked in the dashboard with the 5, pulling up right on the side of the road.
I like that.
Mug kept me shooting on the lights, but the good vibe kept us alive. Oh,
I like that.
I turned into something. While my nigga peddling rocks, he did time, but before he did tell me to keep jumping. Breaking the glass, all way with the past. Was the man 17 years old, first time was a match in my 2 palms.
I got a lot of questions after this one. I got a lot of questions after this one.
I turned into something. Send a little text on my telephone telling me she can't let go in a month. No response left on red, but karma got a thing for me. You living in the wrong, Joshua. Don't play with the girls. I burn up a feminine soul. What you better read? What my pop told me, but who knew? I turned into something.
Chill. Yo, say that's great. That shit is hard, man. That shit is hard. Yeah, bravo. That shit is hard. Word. That shit is crazy. And on that note, I'm gonna give some. Let me see here.
Ain't no difference, but
Woo. That's all I can say. That shit's crazy. But
That's a good record, right?
yeah, man. Oh yeah, for sure. How long have you been doing this, my brother?
Man, I've been MCing since I was 14 years old. I'm 28 now.
Okay,
so
all right, bet.
14 years.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel you. I was around the same time when I started MCing. I'm 41 now.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
true,
But
yeah.
you kind of grew up in the era of when hip hop started to change, if you would. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Your style sounds Cali-ish. I'm not gonna lie. Where you from?
I've heard that a lot, but I'm from out here, man. I mean, I was born up north. I was born in the Bronx. South
Okay,
Bronx, you know what I'm
all
saying?
right,
And then
all right.
I moved out here when I was, you know what I'm saying? I was
Young.
legit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
for sure.
saying?
Same
But-
thing with me.
Word. So, you know what I mean? But like, I guess I get my style from just like where I come from. You know
Right,
what I mean?
listening
Like,
to hip hop and all of that.
Right. So,
what made you flow into? I know things change. What made you flow into just spitting the bars and doing the halfway singing and harmonizing in the melodies on your joint?
I couldn't even tell you. I think it just might have been like, I probably could pinpoint to that maybe because my father is a reggae artist, and a lot
Blood
of times,
fire.
You know what I mean? So
More fire.
You know what I mean? So they do.
Bomber clad boy.
Word to the tip. You know what I mean?
So besides your father, who else you think inspired you, like musically? You know
Musically, man, I got my shit, man. Hove, Ghostface,
Okay.
Lupe,
Okay.
Nas for sure, K-Dot, Kendrick,
Yeah, Kendrick for
100%.
sure. Yeah.
And Black Thought is like one of my favorite
Yo!
MCs.
Hold on.
Black Thought is
I'm saying hold on because of the fact that I'm over there at my JO, right? And they talking about hip hop. They don't know that I've been hip hop since the birth. Like, look, and they talking about all of these artists that had dope freestyles on this thing and that thing, and I'm just so I'm like, so y'all ain't see that fucking that Black Thought freestyle Hot 97 joint? They was like, who?
Man. That's
I
nuts,
was like,
man.
they were like, wait a minute. Oh, you're talking about the guy from the what's that group? The Roots.
The
nigga.
Roots, nigga.
What is he
Yeah,
talking
right,
about,
yeah,
bro?
Yo, listen, Black Thought.
One of the sickest
Oh,
lyricists.
man.
That he's in my top 5. Fuck out of here.
No, he's my top 3. I think.
Oh,
I-
nice.
My 3 is I consider them the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit for me, and I got that from my brother. He just because his top, he's like, yo, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. His is Nas, Hov, Big, but I was like, well, my Father, Son, Holy Spirit is Nas, Hov, and Black Thought. You know what I mean?
Now, see, as time goes on, my top 5 continues to change because,
Yeah.
like Tupac and Big and Nipsey's, like they passed on, so they can't continue to make music that could show their change of what their change would have been.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Biggie, he's a GOAT for his era. That's why I'm tired of people having this top 5 dead or alive conversation
I hate that
because
shit
you
too,
will not
man.
know what that man's music would have sounded like if he was still here.
Yeah. And I seen Tretch say something about that recently.
Yeah, matter
too,
of fact,
you know what I'm saying?
facts.
He was
did,
like,
he
yo,
did.
like you expect me to fucking to block out all of these great MCs from
Right.
like from the moment hip hop became
Right,
from the 70s on, like there's so
Facts.
many great rappers, you know what I'm saying? Just
Facts.
artists.
Too many.
Too many, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like how do you expect me to like give you my top 5 out of all of these eras? You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like asinine in a way, but I enjoy it for the conversation. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times for me, I just do the personal, like, well, my favorite.
Right,
You know what I mean? Or who influenced me the most.
Right.
And I list my 5 off or my 10 off. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Shit, it's 20 for me. Yeah, I got a list of motherfuckers. You went to some goats in your joint, B.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So how'd you connect with Junebug?
June, so my big homie, my big brother, DJ Enzo.
Okay.
June is his
I know
mentor.
Enzo. I heard
Yeah,
Enzo.
Yeah. June is his mentor and shit. So
Okay.
I was in Tallahassee for like 6 years or something like that, whatever. I was going to school. And Enzo's always been my boy since I was a kid. You know what I mean? And I moved back home and he was like, yo, I want to make sure you kind of get introduced and get acquainted with the guys. And Junebug was like one of the first people he like tapped me in with. You know what I'm saying? So I remember Junebug came to my album release or EP release party, that record that you was playing earlier.
Okay.
Is, you know what I'm saying? That shit. He pulled up. He was like, yo, da-da-da. Like, and we just kind of built from there. And then I did the Pete Powers release party and shit back in 2020 before the whole world.
Before the pandemic,
fucking
yeah. That's what I was
turned
just talking about
upside
with
down.
Pete.
It was like a week.
It was something that was going on
You know
right
what I
before
mean?
the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
It was
I
pretty
out
big.
here.
It was pretty big. I
It
mean,
was
I didn't make
crazy.
it, but
it was
you
a
know.
fun night, yeah. And
Yeah.
so I did that event, and like, yeah, June is he's the big homie. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
Okay.
yeah, word.
Bet. He got some history out here, man. I love that guy.
For sure. Yo, he
Real
told me
talk.
about some shit, man. I remember I was at his studio. He was like, yo, man, I threw the first fucking hip hop party in 1993 in Orlando, Florida. Man. I was like, nigga, I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah.
He did this shit. Like, like, damn.
Word.
It was fly, though. It was fly.
That's
Like,
dope. That's dope, man. That's what it is. So, I'm intrigued. Your name,
Okay.
all right? Is that a rap name or is that your name?
That's my rap name. That's my MC name.
Wahid?
Yeah, Wahid.
Okay. Where did that come from?
It's kind of layered. But at first, you know, my birth name is Joshua. You know what I'm saying? That's my name, Josh. You know what I'm saying? But I was working on an album called Wahid. And Wahid in Arabic means one.
Okay.
And in the letters and then the I guess in the well, not even I guess this is what it is.
Right.
In the 99 names of Allah, in Islam, the 66th name is Wahid al-Wahid. And I kind of flipped that, and I was like, well, 66 is 66 books in the Bible. 6 plus 6 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. Supreme what I'm saying, supreme
Mathematical
math.
shit.
Exactly, right, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. So I was like, oh, this completes the cipher, and I study that shit. So I was like, this shit is, all right, bet. Well, boom. And then, like, at first it was going to be the album name, and then I had a conversation with my big bro. He was like, yo, what if your name changed to Wahid? Because, like, yo, you try to find the name Joshua on any streaming platform, yo, good luck.
Right,
it's like
right.
to find my music on that shit under my OG name, it would have been tough. So we was like thinking, like, man, well, the name that I do choose, it gotta have some type of substance, some type of like intention
That's
behind
dope.
it. And he was like, yo, what if it's Wahid? You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, you know, you're right, man. I fuck with that. Like, that's probably what it should be.
So I mean, are you a 5% or you just study Islam?
I just study Islam
All
at
right,
5%.
bet,
You know what I'm saying?
bet,
I don't really want to. I don't really attach myself to any kind of form of,
See, I
of
feel you.
my state.
I was really focused on. I was born Muslim. I was really
Okay,
focused on the 5% Nation when I went to Job Corps. You know what I'm saying? And then I started realizing as I started reading more, like, I don't want to attach myself to any religion, but I'm gonna study what's truth to me. You know what I'm saying?
Fact, yeah.
And again, it's more knowledge itself based. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Like, you can't run out of the amount of knowledge. Knowledge itself is about continuing to build on and build on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
continue
saying?
that,
and then
right, yeah,
destroy the shit that don't
Build
make
and
any
destroy,
sense. You know what I
the
mean?
eight, you know what I'm saying? Number
Word,
eight,
word.
man.
Peace to the gods.
Yeah, peace to the gods of the earth.
Word, man. That's what it is, man. So, you performing tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
All right, that's what it is, man. That's what it is, man. All right, cool, man. I'm glad you sat down real quick. Give us a little backstory of yourself.
For sure.
I am, I'm gonna replay that. You know what I mean?
You performing that track right here?
Nah, I'm performing a record off of June's album. It's
Okay.
a joint I did with a very talented singer, Brittany Bay, and we doing it's the last record on the album, and it was the
Oh
first
yeah, he told me
single.
Brittany's under his joint too, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Brittany
bet.
got like 2 records, but I know I'm
Yeah.
doing. She pulling up 2. I'm doing a record with her and shit. It's called Mama. It's like dedicated to his mom. So the album. you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
facts.
It was the
facts.
first single. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So that's
June
what I'm
Bug,
doing
yo,
tonight.
you got love in the city, baby.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
got love in the
man.
city, man.
Big
I love it to
June,
death.
Big June of God.
Yeah,
man.
you already know. So, with that being said,
Hey, we back.
we just gonna play. I started over from the beginning because the way the shit dropped was just crazy, man. But yeah, Cocktails and Intellect podcast is in the building, man. We sitting down with a few artists for DJ Junebug's album release party. Aida, you already know what time it is, man. We here.
Who knew I turned into something? I put the prayers on a loose leaf every night with the knees grains in the broken. Meanwhile, I was on creep with the guys. We talked in the dashboard with
Yo,
the
who's the producer on this joint?
That's just my man, my boy Kels, man, based out of Atlanta right now. You know what I'm saying? My boy KD and shit.
Okay, all right, bet.
Independent of rocks, he did time, but before he did tell me to keep jumping. Breaking the glass, all way with the past. Was the man 17 years?
Be back. Yeah. We're gonna vibe out a little bit.
Heat makers,
Let's vibe out.
crack music.
Phenomenon, Alexa got something like Ramadan. I'm do Allah, all praise, yeah, the prophet home. Peace be upon whoever the message falls upon. Greatest lies contain truths, nigga, that's how your rappers from. Who want war? Shapeshift Decepticon. Megatron form when I sound bomb, spit napalm. Whenever the tool is drawn, beam set, your mind's gone. Anything rhyming on instantly comes a time bomb. A lot of cases blown as soon as the body dawn. Never took the stand, be damned if I ever fall. This is real shit, 2-stepping with the 5-stick, nigga, it out. It goes with weird shit from the old homes before it's the ozone. No disrespect, I ain't one of them clones though. Promise before it's over, I'ma get what we came for. Respect to the Range Rover, stack a couple of pesos. Said you move the key, but we don't believe you. Use the middleman, stop lying to people.
This one is special though. This one is special.
Nah, we don't believe you. Said you move the key, but we don't believe you. Use the middleman, stop lying to people.
Word.
It's not you. Keep it 100. Nah, we don't believe you.
I rock over hard bass. We talking about the
special.
ghetto. Between a rock and a hard place. Trap house, we cook rock in
Credit
a
to God,
hard
sir.
place.
R.I.P.
Back out with Desperados guitar
You already
case.
know.
This is my environment. You claim to be street, you better reach the requirements. Long term, no such thing as retirement. 919 in it, no time limit. I told him
What's going down? It's your boy Young Cause. We back like a crack. You know, got my man Rich over here holding me down, man. Word. And so we got another guest on the show. You know what I'm saying? I need you to introduce yourself to the people, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, and your name for sure. Just like that. Right.
you move the keyboard, we don't believe you. Don't believe you. Man, stop lying to people. To be real, it's not you. Keep it 100, nah, we won't believe you. No matter where you are, the sun rising the east homes. I little alcohol drop gems like peace. The whole state sunshine, the keystone. Niggas get bodied over Skittles. And the pigs, they bomb home. I usually just side home.
I moved here. I grew up in Pine Hills, hence the name Hills.
You already know what time it is. Pine Hills. Shout out Pine Hills real quick. West 50 in the building.
I'm an E High alumni, you know.
Oh, okay. All right. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. Word. So, right to it, man. I mean, how'd that come about? You and Fred the Godson.
Me and Fred came about kind of like me and Heatmakers would talk periodically on IG.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually headed to New York to do some stuff for some marketing. And when I got on the plane, I just decided to DM Heatmakers and was like, yo, I'm gonna be in your city in a couple of hours, what's up? And when I landed in JFK, I opened up my messages. He was like, after you drop your bags off, pull up on me.
Mm-hmm.
So I pulled up, and as soon as he opened the door, I seen Fred. So
Crazy. You ain't even expect that.
nah.
Okay.
I'll always be an honest person. Like, all I knew about Fred really was Fred was disgusting with freestyles, and I knew the work that he did with Jim. So I think the El Capo album had just come out, and Fred was on like I think 2 records, and one of them I was a super fan of his verse. Like, I love that verse. And so the way the whole thing really comes about is basically Arsonist is like, yo, so like, what do you want? And I'm like, well, first of all, I'm not determined to buy a record from you. I want to see how this plays out. You know what I'm saying? So I'd kind of put music on the back burner for a long time because I did a lot of consulting work. And so I had just finished recording a song for my mom that she had passed, but I could never find something that I wanted to record to. So I got a record that I'd done for my mom, and that was like the first record I had recorded in 5 years. And so I tell Heatmakers, I say, yo, listen, let me play you 2 records, and then you let me know, like, you show me what you think I should hear. You know what I mean? So I played the record for my mom, and when he first starts playing it, Fred knocks on the door and is like, yo, you mind if I sit on your session? I was like, well, it ain't really a session, but I mean, I definitely respect it.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different.
So the beat cues back up again, and it's like there's a gospel sample in it, right?
Right.
So as it's playing, I see Fred put his head down and he closes his eyes and
he's doing what the MCs do.
Yeah, he's listening, whatever. Then the second record that plays is a record I had with Freeway that I never put out. So the record with Freeway finishes, and Fred's like, yo, you really can spit, but I want to go back to that first song. That first song, is that like a story, or is that real? And I was like, that's my life. Like, my whole family's dead except my kids. And he quotes back to me the first 4 bars. And he was like, yo, listen, I was in a great mood all day, but if that's the type of pain that you fucking with, like, you fucked my head up. So listen to me. I know that you didn't even, I don't even think y'all have conducted business, but I'm just gonna explain this to you. You ain't come here to meet me. You didn't know you was gonna meet me. I'm gonna tell you a number that I normally charge people, and I want you to pay attention. I don't care what number you throw back at me. I want to do 1 song with you. So I was like, all right. So I throw a number back at him. He was like, all right. So now I feel like I need to get something from Heatmakers. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was like the second beat, Arsonist played. Fred looked at me. He's like, "That's the one, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." So he's like, I couldn't do my verse that night because Jim Jones had a session like in like an hour. So Fred's like, "You got a verse for this already?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, I got 2 verses, but he was like, let me hear the first verse so I understand where I'm going. So I give him the first verse. I leave. I'm eating dinner, and like 3 hours later, Arsonist sends me back a verse, Fred's verse, and I hear it. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, and I text Fred. I was like, yo, this is nuts, my guy, and he was like, nah, bro. You nuts. Like, I could hear your verse the whole time I was writing my verse, and I just wanted to make sure
Fed
that
off
you,
of that.
Right.
Right.
And again, like, when you hearing that, there's nothing about that pain that he heard, that he understood, that made him buy in, that's in that. So to me, that was like a secondary compliment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you loved the pain, but now you feeding off of what I do. You know what I'm saying? From the bar side of things. So, boom, I came back in next day. I did my verses, and I've been knew this dude that shot videos for Locks. And I had hit him, and he was like, yo, I'll shoot a video for you. Yeah, no problem. But I'm not from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, you mind if we shoot the video here? He was like, yeah, cool, no problem. So from there, we shot a video. We were shooting a video. Me and him ended up doing a freestyle while the people actually setting up to do the video.
Right.
We did a freestyle, the Shook Ones.
Yeah.
Tucked that to the side.
Yeah.
And came back, I think got the video back the following week. He hit me back and was like, yo, come to my house. I want to talk to you. I want to do a project with you. So we started working on the project. So, yo, Fred was a phenomenal nigga, stand-up nigga. One of the greatest niggas I've been fucking around in music probably like 15 years.
Okay.
Fred is probably the most genuine human being that I ever met in my life.
Yeah, for sure.
In the music game, he's a stand-up nigga outside of music, but in music, you don't find. I ain't never seen nobody like Fred.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but Fred remind me of me. Like, if I fuck with you, I really don't care about shit. Like, his manager didn't want him to do a project with me. He's like, I don't really care what you think. I'm telling you I'm doing the project. You know what I mean? Like, this on this Aida project right here with Junebug.
Word, I was just about to ask you about that. Word. Is this song on there?
No.
All right, what song is on the Aida project?
So we got Realm of Kings, which is AKA ROK, with 38 Special.
Okay, all right.
And
shout out 38 Special, real talk.
Special came from Fred too. The day Fred asked me to do the project at his house, 2 minutes later, Special calls him on FaceTime. And Fred was like, hey, yo, listen, remember that dude I was telling you about? Yo, Special meet Hills, Hills meet Special. Yo, Special, I'm doing this project with this nigga. This nigga's nice. Special came in the next day. I met Special in person. Then I think like 2 weeks later, Special came back, and me, Special, and Fred did a record together. So that's how I met Special.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So the relationship was already established with Special.
Right.
This is really my second record with Special.
Right.
So, and the producers on here is K. Jula and R. Chris from the Cook Up, which R. Chris and K. Jula are both West Side Pine Hills alumni. R. Chris, I got him his first placement as a producer. So this is, for me, this was like full circle, you know what I'm saying? Because I always like to tie pieces together.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm one of them teamwork makes the dream work type people. I'm, you know what I mean? Like,
that's what's up. Hey, that's big. Your story is crazy, bro. I wish we had more time because, I got, you have a story. Like, I'm a hip hop head. Like, so the shit you telling me, I'm like, damn, where was I when you was in the studio with Spesh? When you, like, damn, yo, you know what I'm saying? And now Spesh is buzzing, and it's like, in my mind, it all ties into the shit that I've been listening to so far.
I had met Benny like 2 or 3 days before I went to New York. And obviously, they got a good relationship. A couple of weeks ago, I was actually hanging out with Planet Asia, and Planet Asia and Spesh are real good, and Planet Asia had just met Fred right before Fred passed.
Right.
So it's like I always am in some form of how pieces tie together.
Right.
I'm always there. Like, I went from working with a dude that produced the dude that produced the record that I did with Freeway, introduced me to Beanie Siegel. I ended up co-managing Beanie Siegel for a little while.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I call them beautiful accidents. I just bump into good
Hey, man.
situations.
I call it growth. Every aspect in your life that you go through, whether it be good or bad, is part of your growth. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying?
It's just if you keep your face clean, character is currency, man. If you do
Character is
listen, let me.
I love that. I love that.
I stand on that right there. I've been using that for a minute. Character is fucking currency. If you keep your face clean, you know what I'm saying. You bump. It's not that you bump into things, but like things become like they fall.
It almost like it's like energy. It manifests itself. You know what I'm saying? You keep that positive energy around your being.
Junebug. When Fred passed, I was gonna shelf the project I did with Fred, and I was gonna put out this one song which was that one, We Don't Believe You, because I had a video for it already, and I was like, I'm gonna put this out. I'm shelving everything else. I'm going back to consultant work because I didn't really plan on going back to being an artist until I started fucking with Fred.
Okay.
I was gonna do maybe like 2-3 songs max to go along with the one song I did for my mom, right? But Fred pushed me. And Fred's brother was like, nah, bro, you can't do that. That's not what my brother wanted out of you. So when June found me, I knew who June was, and June knew who I was outside of this, but there was no, like, we didn't know each other.
Right. Because I was about to ask you, how the hell did y'all connect?
So, because June found me after I put out that record. And then I won't lie, like, I called Fred's brother and was like, yo, you know who Junebug is? Because he's saying he knows Fred. And he was like, yeah, nah, Fred does know him. Like, y'all near each other? I was like, yeah. He was like, nah, I work with him.
Bad.
June,
Talk about don't burn bridges. I'm telling you, you never know who's gonna connect who to who.
June dragged me into a space where, like, when I met June, I curved June the first time he asked me to come through. I won't lie to you, like, I told him. I think it was like December or January, and I was like, yeah, all right. And February is a bad month because that's Fred's birthday, and my first brother died in February. My mom died in February. So, like, for me, I don't like February. So June was hitting me a couple times, and I ignored like probably like 5 or 6 texts and like 5 or 6 calls, and then finally I just called him back. I was like, yo, listen, you a cool nigga, so I feel like I'm being a dickhead because you don't understand. So let me, like, I'm not sociable in February. As soon as March 2nd came, that nigga was like, February's out of here, nigga, let's go to work.
Let's go.
And I was like, no, actually, I had went, yeah, that's how it played out. So I was like, yo, you know what? All right, I'm gonna do this shit. And from that point forward, I asked him, what do you want to do? And he said, I'm putting this project together. He explained it was inspired by from his mom.
Right.
Obviously, I understand that because I lost mine. You know what I mean? So I was like, whatever I can do to help you, I'm with it. And that's how the special piece comes around. He's like, man, I want to get a feature. I was like, I can call Spesh.
Bet, and you made it happen.
Yeah, and I don't know. We talked about it, and within 2-3 weeks.
What song you performing tonight?
I'm gonna do the record with We Don't Believe You joint.
Okay.
We're doing Fred's verse is on there too. I'm just doing my first verse, but I told June, I said, anytime I do this song, I don't care if I only do one verse, but we all gonna have to learn Fred's verse.
Right.
I'm never gonna perform that song
without
Fred's
it.
verse.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, bet.
So I'm performing that one. I'm performing the ROK with 38 Special, and I'm performing the Go Time with me and
Look,
Block.
man, I'm gonna tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen. These niggas is about to bring me back out of my bag. I'm about to start putting these bars back down.
Hey, man, put them down.
Facts. Young Cause is about to come back out, and I'm just gonna do one album and lay it the rest after that. You guys are really inspiring me to get back on my pen game. Real talk. But listen, before we slide out, please, once again, tell the people where they can find you. Tell them if there's a YouTube platform. Tell them everything about you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to close out with your song one more time.
Now, listen. If all you got to do is go to my IG, Hills Music, in my bio, there's a link tree. It has every single thing that you can connect to me.
So the IG is at Hills Music?
At Hills Music. HILLZMUSIC. Point blank, period. That's
there we go. Nice.
You're
Word. It is what it is. But listen, we got to leave out with this joint right here. I got to do it. You got to pardon me real quick here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Hey.
And shout out to Arsonists and the Heat Makers, man.
Word.
Without Arsonists, I don't get to Fred. Without Fred, I'm not sitting here in front of y'all right now. So
yeah. Cocktails and Intellect podcast. You already know what time it is. Album release party for Junebug, DJ Junebug, the Aida album. You already know what time it is, man. We got Hills in the building.
Phenomenon, Alex got something like Ramadan. I'm doing Allah, all praise, yeah, the prophet home. Peace be upon whoever the message falls
Peace
upon.
to the God.
Greatest lies contain truths, nigga. That's how you rappers from. Who want war? Shapeshift, Decepticon, Megatron form when I say.
Hey, yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy YoungC.a.u.s.e, man. And love to hate, but to shake his hand any motherfucking way. We back. And I'm ecstatic, honestly speaking. We got the man of the hour sitting there. I didn't expect this to happen. He was like, man, get me now, man. I'm good, man. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Word, I got my man Rich over here. Yeah, man. And we have the man of the hour, DJ Junebug, in the building, man. You already know what time it is, man. I love it. I love it.
I'm starstruck, bro. I ain't never been around somebody famous
Oh
like
my
this, bro.
God,
on,
you're
man.
hilarious.
Wow.
Hilarious.
I'm just somebody from, you
Word,
know,
word,
the
man.
point.
The veteran right here.
Yeah, definitely a veteran. You know what? And honestly speaking, June, I'm gonna be 110% with you. I didn't realize how vetted you were in the game. You know what I'm saying? I met you when I met you. What was that?
Right.
Jesus Christ. That was like what? When we started doing our shit, Rich? Like, what was that? 2000 maybe?
Early
A little
2000?
bit. Yeah, early 2000. You know what I'm saying?
We'll put it this way, Pool Hall's been closed like 9 years.
Yeah.
So a little before that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Tight Record's been closed for a minute.
I
But
mean, been Junebug been around.
well, that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I didn't know of him. Like, remember, I was DJ Session all day when I was
Right,
rapping. You know what I'm saying?
right,
DJ
right.
Session was like my go-to DJ for everything.
Right.
I mean, I put DJ Session in the battle between him and. I'm the one that put
You
that.
know, when
Yeah.
in the late 90s, we used to go to Kissimmee parties and used to hear
Yes.
Junebug
Yes.
aim. You know what I'm saying?
I was after bitches and shit. I wasn't paying attention.
Remember,
You know what I mean,
it
come
was-
closer to your mic. But yeah, man.
So, like Richard said, in the early I came out in 93. My first party was with Community Center.
I wasn't out
93.
yet. I was 13.
Nah, you was out yet.
Chill, we old.
We old. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? We're still getting money.
Word. But what? Man, it's so many questions I want to ask you. I know we got limited time because you hosting this dope ass album release party. It's insane inside. Word up. I need whoever's videographing. Look at me. Whoever's taking the video for this shit. I need the clips because I got to put it on the show.
Okay.
But I don't want to ask this question, but I have to.
Go ahead.
What got you to this point? Like, you've been in the game for a minute, my brother.
So, you know, like Chris said earlier, you know, I was doing parties, I was doing mad parties for a long time, for many, many years. From the parties, I took over the streets with the mixtape game. And then
He said took over the street. Shout out
Took
to
over
that.
the street,
Shout out to
you know
that.
what
Fuck that. Shout out to that.
and people don't understand when they say take over the streets, it's like basically I was that dude to go to. I had the clubs on Smash.
Okay.
I had the mixtapes on Smash.
Okay.
Not just a regular mixtape with your songs on it. I had dudes that were just coming out, big dogs. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And they were hosting my mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? A&Rs came out here to look for Junebug, and Junebug's the only DJ who's not on the radio.
Okay, talk your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk your
It's not
shit.
a-
So I'm not-
that's
it's
not
just-
an
it's
exaggeration.
just-
That's real shit.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
so basically, you know, from there, the hate came along because the radio DJs hate on me, and I don't give a fuck who you are. I can curse, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
nigga.
don't give a fuck who you are, you know what I'm saying? Y'all hate on me, you know what I'm saying? But it's okay. So I had the streets and I had the clubs at one point. And then, you know, rest in peace to my mentor, K. Slade.
Word. Definitely
saw-
rest in peace to K.
Yeah,
Slade.
I
man,
started
for
doing
real.
see him doing took the mixtape game and started doing the albums. He was doing albums before everybody was doing the albums. You know what I'm saying? And doing albums, but he was doing albums basically like with all street dudes. No commercial shit. So I just took that avenue and ran with it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because nobody else on the land was doing it.
Okay.
So basically I started doing albums, started producing as well, stuff like that. So right now I'm actually on, totally is my 5th album. Think about it, it's my 5th album. I had an EP, I had another album called Certified.
Okay.
I did 2 movie soundtracks. I executive produced 2 albums from one of my RSP powers. You know what I'm saying? And so, and then my next
Movie
one right now-
soundtrack. Wait, hold up. You
No,
can't
I
just
just-
shun
yo,
over.
yo.
No, stop. No.
Listen,
You're not just gonna run over that.
Yo, there's a movie right now called Bully. The story of Rico is on. It's on right now on Prime. You know,
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Wow.
And I did the soundtrack for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, God bless you, brother.
So, you know, been doing that.
You
From there,
already know.
basically, you know, the first album that really took me to the next level was called Certified.
Okay.
So I said, if I come out with another album again, it's going to be Street Certified.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But unfortunately, I lost my mom about a year and a half ago.
Right.
So
God rest her soul, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Real talk.
So
And the album this album is named after her.
Actually, this album is called Aida, named after my mom. It has 17 tracks. It actually came out yesterday, but I didn't want to get people confused. People sometimes got short-minded. And the album party was today. So if I would have promoted the album on yesterday, people wouldn't be here today. You know
Right,
what I'm
got
saying?
you.
Stuff like that.
But
it has 17 tracks on it. There's 2 songs dedicated to my mom, and actually, not just my mom, but anybody who lost somebody.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure,
saying? So
man.
it's like basically, you know, if you lost your mom, you know what I'm saying? Lost
Your brother, sister,
grandma, anybody.
whatever,
There's 2
somebody
songs on
close
the
to you.
album that basically is dedicated to that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
And
let's-
what songs was that?
So one's called Mama, and the other
That's
one,
the Britney.
The Britney is Wahim and Britney,
Yeah.
Britney
Yeah,
Bay.
we go.
Right
Yeah,
there,
that
my
boy
boy right there.
go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That boy's
yeah.
fire.
So
That was fire.
That boy's fire. So, you know, I gave him basically what I wanted him to say. I couldn't really put it in a rhyming way.
Right.
So I gave it to him, and he killed it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, my spine was tore out for 2 or 3 days. 'Cause
Yeah.
what he
It
was
touched
saying
you.
touched
Yeah.
me hard. I mean,
Touched your
what he
soul.
was saying not only touched me, touched my family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I had to go to my kids for that. You know what I'm saying? Let them know. I had to go to my wife. Let them know, hey, got this record done. You know, it took me 6 months to get it done. I got it finally done because you know, after my mom passed away, I was 6 months. I was shot. I couldn't focus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I even quit my job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't focus. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
And
I
stuff
hear
like
you.
that.
I lost my brother, my twin. You know what I'm saying? Like, was that last year now, right? Yeah, last year I lost my brother. You know what I mean? My brother probably know you too, man. We all went to school.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's losing someone in general, man. It's real.
And it's
fucked
crazy
up,
because you know,
man.
like in the past couple of years, you know, I said this dark cloud on my head. I lost my grandfather about a year and 3 months before I lost my mom, which was her father. You know what I'm saying? And after my mom passed, before my mom passed away, in between, I lost Fred the Godson.
Right,
Also
facts.
somebody
You
I
was
was
just
working
talking about Fred
you know
with,
what I'm saying?
with Hills,
And stuff
yeah.
like that, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I mean, Hills because of the relationship between Fred. Stuff like that.
Right.
And
He
Hill
told
let-
us.
and
Trust me. That nigga told us the story.
And Hill lived down
story.
here. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, Mom Deuce passed away, and a year later, or whatever, K-Slade
It was
passed
real
away.
tough. Yeah, it was real tough.
You know what I'm saying?
That
So
whole
like,
shit is
I was
crazy.
going through.
So would you say once you get through that grieving process, though, you get that drive, like you get that drive back that push you more, right?
Not only that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I know my mom wouldn't want me to stop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like, doing the album, again, like I said, it was named after her. 17 tracks, her favorite number. She was born in 17. She's even buried 1717 in the cemetery. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So like,
wow.
that number just carries a lot of weight.
A lot of weight,
And stuff like that. She
yeah.
had me when she was 17. You know what I'm saying? So
Ah,
17
I
is
see the
a big-
correlation.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I see the correlation.
Right. So between the 2 tracks that actually my mom was on the whole process of the album, I have 25 artists on the record. on the album.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
25
you should have
upcoming
had
artists.
26.
Should have had 26.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
Young
but I-
Cause, Young Cause should have been
but
on the
I'm not-
album,
you know,
but
you know.
niggas forgot that I rap and I spit these bars. I'm the 16 bar spitter king. Let's not get into it. But anyway, go ahead.
Listen, I ain't done yet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't done yet.
Word, man.
Stuff like that. And also on the album, I did a tribute to K-Slade.
Yeah,
So
okay.
You know how K-Slade does like, he did the 50 deep, or then 25 deep, 50 deep, 100 deep. I think he was on 200 before he passed away.
Oh, man.
I used it 10 deep. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
okay, all right,
I know,
all right,
it's not
right.
much, but I'm getting my feet wet. You know what I'm saying?
Slade Des.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Word.
right,
Shout
exactly.
out Dez, yeah, dead ass, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. But so are you actually gonna be on stage DJing while these artists perform, or what you got? What you got like? You just gonna relax and sit back?
I'm actually
and,
doing the DJ K-Slade tribute.
Okay,
set.
bet,
Just a couple of his
bet.
records. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
nice.
And then I'm also DJing for the main artist.
Yeah, listen.
Stuff like that.
Like I said, whoever's doing the video for your joint, have them send this shit
Yes,
to us so
yeah.
I can incorporate it with our whole scenery
sure, for
right
sure,
here,
for
man.
sure.
Yeah, man. But listen, man, I know you got you watching the guests come
no,
in.
No, I ain't want,
Yeah,
it's all good.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? There goes Chase right there. He's
Yeah,
walked in.
yeah.
You know
Oh
what I'm
wait,
saying?
he's one of the artists,
He's one
right?
of the artists, yeah.
You don't go nowhere.
Don't go nowhere.
Yeah, you gotta sit down over
Oh,
here.
he excited. He excited right now.
Word.
I know we're a little early, but I just want to point this out. I think November 11, 2023 is on Friday or Saturday. Details are coming soon, but I'm doing my 50th birthday. I'm old. I'm going to be 50.
Facts.
Plus, I'm doing 30 years in Orlando.
Right.
All together in one day.
You dropping an album before that?
Hell, I'm dropping like 2 or 3 hours after that. You know,
All right, just
before
make
that,
sure
you
I'm
know
on
what
one.
saying? No, you're good. You're good.
All right.
But Junebug's work ethic.
Yo, listen.
See, he's
I'm, right now, as we talking
ridiculous.
right now, I'm working on my documentary coming
Okay.
out 6 months to 9 months, depending on.
is that the guy? Is
No,
that
no,
him?
no. That's
Oh,
one guy. You know
It's
what I'm
one
saying?
guy. He's like, it's one. I got many.
Yeah. besides I'm working on that, I'm also doing, it's called Street Certified, My Life, My Story. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
All right.
From there, I'm doing the book. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And when the book comes out, all your little dirty ass DJs out there, rappers and promoters, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna get all the juice, you know what I'm saying? The real juice.
Shit, the
you know what
real
I'm saying?
juice. Yeah, you just gonna drop
You
a
know what
tell
I'm saying?
all.
No,
So you dropping a tell all.
Nah.
You dropping a tell
It's not
all.
about tell all, it's just on the truth.
No, tell all. You
Tell all, tell the truth, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be hiding, you know what I'm saying? Don't be hiding no more, you know what I'm saying?
Come out the cut, B.
Come out
You know
the
what I mean?
cut, you know
It's
what
about
I'm saying?
time
For
we need
sure.
to know what the real story is,
Exactly.
man.
You know
I
what I'm
love
saying?
it. I love it, man.
30 years being the scene, yo, there's a lot of dirty bullshit stories out there. You was talking about you was talking about they this and this and that. They ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Junebug know what time it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. But yo, real quick. So how did you and Rich meet?
So
in your mind and what you remember.
No, real quick, like 9 years ago, I was managing, DJing at a pool hall that he owned. You know what I'm saying? And I really didn't know Rich that he was actually an owner until like after I was even hired.
Yeah, he real
right?
low key like that.
Yeah, I think I was hired because I knew one of his partners for many years, stuff like that.
Who dragged you in there? David?
It was David. Yeah, David. And I forgot even how it happened. To tell you the truth, you know, I guess I was doing the music scene, stuff like that. I think I was going there, and they were still going. There was DJs already there because you had Manny Blanco was still there. I think was doing something. What's his cat's name? He's in Jersey right now. Shay, DJ Shay, rest in peace. Sorry.
Wait.
I'm glad you're doing your shit in Jersey, stuff like that. No, rest in peace. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Is that rest in peace shit in my head all the time?
Oh yeah, nah, for real.
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
It's all good. It's all up.
True shit. But he's doing shit in Jersey, stuff like that. But I came in there. I spoke to today, whatever. I knew I could bring my energy and my sound, everything I had with me, I could bring it to him, and I did.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I was able to actually not only have my own night there, but help the spot with their nights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And truthfully said, and you know, Rich said it. Once I left, Tight Right closed down.
Yo, let me tell you something right now. Fuck all of that shit. Shout out to the real nigga that held Tight Right together. Real talk. Shout out to the real nigga that held Tight Right together. That's my man, Rich. Yo, real talk.
No,
you know what I mean?
for sure. Like I said, I got mad love for it, but you know, it was a business move. I had to leave. Oh, sorry about that. I had to move on to another area, stuff like another venue. But again, you know, I still got mad love for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? But once you cross that path, man, I can't fuck with you.
Yeah, you cross that line. It's called burning bridges, man. Look. I learned the hard way. Don't burn bridges.
You make Lego bridge. Now it's like a Lego.
If you're gonna burn the bridge, man, at least have a fucking lifeboat under there. You know what I'm saying? So you can get back in. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But listen, my brother, I appreciate you taking the time to send.
I
You're a busy
appreciate you,
man.
man.
I got 3 more of your artists that's on your album about to sit down with us in a
You
second.
got Harley also no?
Wait, who?
Harley's the tall guy right here.
Oh shit, he's one of them too.
Yeah. So let me get out of here. Shout out to everybody.
Tell the people where they can find you at.
Yo, my music is
the
on
album, wherever they can find it, all of that.
Every outlet, the album's out right now. Every outlet. Just Google my name, you'll find me. You know what I'm saying?
And what's your name?
You know what I'm saying? DJ Junebug.
DJ Junebug.
B-U-H-G. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say.
B-U-H-G, yeah. DJ June B-U-H-G.
Yeah, the B's is B, the U
Been
you
out
ugly,
here.
the
He's
H
been
the
out
H,
here.
You
the
already
G
know.
you great. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you already know what
Stuff
time
like
it
that.
is.
So yo, thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, you already know what time it is, my brother, man.
It's a
We about to be right back, y'all, man. Had the infamous, the legendary DJ Junebug in the building, sitting down with Cocktails
Peace.
Intellect podcast, man. We gonna be right back. Holla.
It's crazy, you know what? We got crammers everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, where we at?
Heavy on me, that pressy on me, that busy on me, you're 40. I caught on my 6, she can get big, she can big order. Like, fuck is you jacking, nigga, what happened? You think it's rapping? Well, homie, we act, I'm tragic, back, I'm trash you. Fly, nigga, but I dirty these. Catch stains in my mirror jeans. Freddy Krueger with these fits. All I see is red and green. Pig poppy, peso. Shoot, nigga, say so. That's head nods and halos and spin blocks and flamethrowers.